House Democrats say documents from a whistleblower show this woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, is in the process of seeking a commutation from the White House. Remember, she's serving 20 years for sex trafficking minors alongside Epstein and was moved to that lower security prison camp not long after meeting with a top DOJ official to talk about the Epstein case. She says she's much happier there.
I want you to suffer.
The White House tonight says the president hasn't thought about pardoning Maxwell, but he certainly has not ruled it out yet.
That's what criminals do.
Greetings, my BPPN family. Welcome to Black People Politics Network. I'm Mr. Red. You know, every time we think that this country has hit peak corruption, someone goes and proves us wrong, especially in the Trump era. Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, is now planning to ask Donald Trump for a commutation. Let that sink in. A convicted child sex trafficking co-conspirator thinks Donald Trump, the man with 34 felony convictions, is her best shot at freedom. And why wouldn't she think that? She knows the man personally. She's hung out with him and Jeffrey Epstein before. They are friends. We have much to discuss. Let's strap in. Let's get after it.
A new whistleblower report that House Democrats have received shows that not only was Ghislaine Maxwell transferred to a low-security prison, but at that prison she's receiving concierge-style services.
She doesn't deserve it.
Prison guards at this prison are, quote, sick of being Maxwell's bitch, end quote. And the report also shows that Maxwell is trying to get a commutation from Donald Trump. Democrats are demanding to know exactly what she's being forced to cover up in order to get these services.
Now here's why this story matters. Trump made a career out of law and order talk. You remember that? Remember what he ran on when he first got in? Even though he was grabbing women by the pee? But he also surrounded himself with a bunch of lawbreakers. Every single time, the people he defends have one thing in common. They can help him politically, financially, and or personally. Let's not forget, he already pardoned people convicted of bribery, corruption, and war crimes. One of them even went right back to jail for doing the same thing. Trump doesn't see crime as wrong. He sees it as partnership. He sees it as a way to benefit him and his criminal enterprise. So when Maxwell comes calling, it's not a stretch to believe he might listen. Why? Because she knows things that he doesn't want the world to hear. We've already recently seen a British royal step down from his position, be stripped of his title for fear of what might come out with these Epstein files. Epstein's client list was never fully released, and some of those files are still sealed. If Trump can keep her quiet with a pardon or commutation, he keeps himself safe too.
Accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein, apparently asking for leniency from the White House, meaning there's going to be a big will he or won't he moment brewing for President Trump, who's been on a kind of pardon binge lately.
Donald Trump pardoned 70 people last night. Yes, 70 of his closest little buddies got pardons last night, including Rudy Giuliani. Now, these are all the allies that were accused of trying to overturn the 2020 election. Now, some of those people also included Sidney Powell. Y'all remember her. Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows. Now, those names also included people in states that were trying to help overturn the election, which included Georgia, Michigan, and fucking Arizona, which were all swing states during 2020 election. Now, more people on that list included this man, John Eastman. He was the lawyer that proposed strategies to prevent the certification of the 2020 election so Joe Biden couldn't get in. And Trump's advisor, Boris Epstein. He also pardoned Republicans who played fake electors in the 2020 election. Now, baby, there are more people on this list, but here's the kicker. Ghislaine Maxwell is in a new facility, and she's getting ready to put her papers out to be pardoned as well. And she said people are serving her, and she is living really fucking nice. Now, the reason I feel like he's pardoning all these people in the dead of night is because he knows in the 2026 election, he has no fucking chance. And he's trying to save everybody he can before shit gets hot.
Think about why this government is still shut down. Think about why the House will continue to send its delegates, to send its delegation on vacation, because they do not want these Epstein files to come out. And they are backed into a corner. Trump is backed into a corner. And don't let anyone fool you. This isn't about mercy. It's about money and mutual blackmail. The same way he sold pardons during his first term, who used them again as currency for silence and loyalty. Meanwhile, people doing 10 years for nonviolent offenses can't even get a second look from that same system. And it's because the system was always designed to hold certain people back. I don't have to tell you all that. That's what law and order really means in Trump's America. The law for them, the order for us. So yes, she'll probably get what she wants because the swamp Trump promised to drain was never the problem. He didn't drain it. He dug a swim pool and invited all his friends to come over. Stay vigilant, stay engaged, stay revolutionary.